Top 5 herbs to lower high blood pressure. High blood pressure is one of those things that can sneak up on you. You might feel completely no pain, no symptoms, and still have numbers that put you at serious risk. It's often called the silent killer because it quietly damages your heart, brain, and kidneys over time without giving you much of a warning. The good news, you don't always need to rely on medication alone. Nature has its own way of helping out, and when it comes to managing blood pressure, certain herbs have been used for centuries to support a healthier heart. Whether you're trying to avoid medication or just looking for extra support alongside it, this video is for you. We're going to look at the powerful herbs that have been shown to help lower high blood pressure and how you can use them safely in your daily routine. 1. Garlic isn't just an ingredient that makes food taste better. It's also one of the most well-known herbs when it comes to heart health. In fact, garlic has been used for centuries to treat everything from infections to digestive problems. But when it comes to lowering blood pressure, garlic is a powerhouse. The key to garlic's benefits for high blood pressure lies in a compound called allicin. Allicin is what gives garlic its distinctive smell, but it's also what makes it so effective at relaxing your blood vessels. When your blood vessels relax and widen, your blood flow improves, and this can lead to a reduction in your blood pressure. It's a natural way of giving your circulatory system a little extra support. Multiple studies have shown that garlic can be just as effective as some blood pressure medications, especially in people with mild to moderate hypertension. One study found that taking a garlic supplement for 12 weeks led to an average decrease of 8 to 9 millimeters of mercury in systolic blood pressure, the top number. For those with high blood pressure, that's a pretty significant drop. How to use garlic. Fresh, raw garlic is your best bet if you want to get the most out of this herb. Here's why. When garlic is crushed or chopped, it activates the allicin, so you'll want to let it sit for about 10 minutes before consuming it. This waiting period helps ensure that you're getting the full benefits of the allicin. You can simply crush a clove of garlic and eat it raw, but let's be real. That's not always the most pleasant way to enjoy it. If you found raw garlic too strong, you can always add it to food. Garlic works great in sauces, soups, salads, or as a seasoning for your favorite dishes. You can also blend it into smoothies or juices. If you're not keen on the taste of raw garlic supplements are available in many health stores, but make sure to choose one with standardized allicin content for maximum benefit. A quick tip, for those who can't stand the taste of raw garlic, there's a simple trick: pair it with a bit of honey. Not only does honey help mellow out the avor, but it also comes with its own health benefits. A teaspoon of honey and garlic taken together can be a great combination for improving blood pressure. Important consideration: garlic can also interact with certain medications, especially blood thinners. So if you're on medications like warfarin or aspirin, make sure to check with your doctor before increasing your garlic intake. 2. Hibiscus. When it comes to natural remedies for high blood pressure, hibiscus is a herb that doesn't get as much attention as it deserves. This vibrant, colorful odor is often used in teas, and its benefits for blood pressure are nothing short of impressive. In fact, hibiscus tea has been shown in several studies to reduce both systolic and diastolic blood pressure levels, sometimes just after a few weeks of regular use. So, what's going on with hibiscus that makes it such a great option for managing blood pressure? For starters, hibiscus is rich in anthocyanins, the antioxidants that give it that beautiful red color. These antioxidants help protect your blood vessels, improve circulation, and support heart health in general. But what really makes hibiscus stand out is its ability to dilate blood vessels, which allows blood to flow more easily and lowers the pressure exerted on your artery walls. In fact, several studies have found that drinking hibiscus tea consistently can have a measurable effect on reducing high blood pressure. One study published in the Journal of Hypertension found that participants who drank hibiscus tea saw a decrease in both systolic and diastolic pressure after just 6 weeks. Another study showed that drinking 3 cups of hibiscus tea a day lowered blood pressure by an average of 7.2 millimeters of mercury, which is similar to the effects of some prescription medications. How to use hibiscus, the easiest and most popular way to consume. Hibiscus is through tea. You can either buy pre-packaged hibiscus tea bags or make your own by steeping dried hibiscus owers in hot water. Aim for at least 2 to 3 cups per day to experience the full benefits. If you're new to hibiscus tea, keep in mind that it has a tart avor, almost like cranberries, so you might want to experiment with sweeteners. However, try to avoid adding sugar, as it can counteract some of the benefits. If you prefer something a little sweeter, a spoonful of honey or stevia works well. Quick tip: if you're not a fan of hot tea, hibiscus also makes a refreshing iced tea. Just brew the tea, chill it in the fridge, and add a few slices of lemon or mint leaves for extra avor. It's a great way to stay hydrated while also supporting healthy blood pressure levels. Important consideration: hibiscus is generally safe for most people, but if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, you should consult with your healthcare provider before adding it to your routine. Additionally, hibiscus may lower blood pressure quite effectively, so if you're already on medication for high blood pressure, it's a good idea to check with your doctor to avoid over-lowering your BP. 3. Basil isn't just for Italian dishes. It's an herb with powerful health benefits, especially when it comes to managing high blood pressure. This popular herb is rich in antioxidants and contains compounds that help relax your blood vessels, which can lower the strain on your cardiovascular system. One of the key compounds in basil is eugenol, which has been shown to act as a natural blood pressure lowering agent. Eugenol helps relax and dilate blood vessels, improving blood flow and reducing the pressure exerted on the artery walls. This is important because relaxed blood vessels allow blood to flow more freely, reducing the risk of complications associated with high blood pressure, like heart disease and stroke. The good news is that basil can be easily incorporated into your diet. Whether you're using it fresh in salads or as a garnish, or infusing it into oils, basil's mild flavor adds a pleasant touch to many meals. It's a simple and natural way to support heart health while boosting the flavor of your food. Studies on basil's direct impact on blood pressure are still ongoing, but some preliminary research has shown promising results. A study in 2013 found that when rats were given basil extract, they experienced a significant reduction in blood pressure. While human studies are limited, the evidence suggests that basil could be a valuable herb in your hypertension management toolkit. How to use basil. Basil is incredibly versatile. It's one of those herbs you can use in a wide variety of ways. Fresh basil leaves can be added to salads, soups, pasta dishes, or smoothies. Try tossing a handful of fresh basil into your favorite salad for a boost of flavor and heart-healthy benefits. If you're feeling adventurous, you can make your own basil pesto, which pairs wonderfully with roasted vegetables or whole grain pasta. Another way to enjoy basil is by making basil tea. To prepare, just steep a few fresh basil leaves in hot water for 5 to 10 minutes. You can add a little honey or lemon to taste if you prefer a sweeter drink. It's an easy way to enjoy the calming, blood pressure lowering effects of basil while staying hydrated. Quick tip: if you like the idea of having fresh basil on hand, but don't have the space for a garden, consider growing it in a small pot on your kitchen windowsill. This allows you to enjoy the beignets of fresh basil all year round. Important consideration: while basil is generally safe, it's always a good idea to be cautious if you have any allergies to plants in the mint family, as basil is part of this group. Also, if you are taking medications that affect blood clotting or have a history of blood-related issues, check with your doctor before adding basil to your diet in large amounts. 4. Cinnamon is a warm, comforting spice that goes well in sweet and savory dishes alike. But beyond its delightful flavor, cinnamon is also a natural remedy that has been used for centuries to support overall health. When it comes to lowering blood pressure, cinnamon has proven itself as an effective option. Cinnamon contains a compound called cinnamaldehyde, which is responsible for its distinct aroma and flavor. But it also has powerful properties that can help lower blood pressure. Research suggests that cinnamon helps relax blood vessels and improve circulation. This not only lowers blood pressure directly, but also helps improve heart health by reducing inflammation and stabilizing blood sugar levels, both of which contribute to healthy blood pressure regulation. In particular, cinnamon is most effective for people who also struggle with insulin resistance or type 2 diabetes. Studies have shown that cinnamon can improve insulin sensitivity and reduce insulin resistance, both of which can help lower blood pressure. By regulating insulin levels, cinnamon helps reduce the risk of high blood pressure caused by metabolic dysfunctions. One study published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that cinnamon supplementation helped lower systolic blood pressure, the top number, by as much as 5 to 10 points in individuals with type 2 diabetes. Other studies have shown that cinnamon can help reduce blood sugar and cholesterol levels, which also plays a role in managing high blood pressure. How to use cinnamon. Cinnamon is one of the easiest herbs to incorporate into your daily diet. The simplest way is by adding ground cinnamon to your morning coffee, oatmeal, or smoothie. A teaspoon of cinnamon is enough to enjoy its benesse, and it blends easily into both sweet and savory dishes. You can sprinkle it on baked goods, like muffins or pancakes, or stir it into your tea for an extra boost. Cinnamon tea is another great option. Simply steep a cinnamon stick in hot water for about 10 minutes and sip on this fragrant tea in the morning or before bed. This method not only helps lower blood pressure, but can also provide a calming effect to help you unwind after a long day. If you want to get creative, try making a cinnamon-infused water. Just place a cinnamon stick in a bottle of water and let it sit in the fridge overnight. You'll have a refreshing, naturally flavored drink to enjoy throughout the day. Quick tip: for maximum benefits, choose Ceylon cinnamon, often called true cinnamon, which contains lower levels of coumarin, a substance that could be harmful in large quantities. Cassia cinnamon, which is more common and cheaper, can have high levels of coumarin and should be consumed in moderation. Important consideration: cinnamon is generally safe for most people. But if you're on blood thinners, be mindful of its potential to interact with these medications. Also, if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, it's a good idea to check with your healthcare provider before using large amounts of cinnamon in your diet. 5. Celery seed, approx. 450 to 500 words. Celery seed is a less known but highly effective herb when it comes to supporting heart health and lowering blood pressure. Despite its small size, celery seed is packed with compounds that help reduce blood pressure by relaxing the blood vessels and helping the body flush out excess sodium and water. The active compound in celery seed is called phthalate. This compound works by relaxing the smooth muscles around the blood vessels, allowing them to dilate and ease the flow of blood. This action directly helps lower blood pressure. Celery seed is also a natural diuretic, meaning it helps your body excrete excess fluid and sodium, which can reduce the strain on your cardiovascular system. Celery seed has been used in traditional medicine for centuries to treat hypertension and other cardiovascular issues. In addition to lowering blood pressure, celery seed also has anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties, which help protect the cardiovascular system from damage. Studies have shown that celery seed can help lower both systolic and diastolic blood pressure in people with hypertension. One study found that celery seed extract lowered blood pressure by about 8 to 10 millimeters of mercury in just a few weeks. It's also beneficial for reducing cholesterol levels, which can further support heart health. How to use celery seed. Celery seed is easy to add to your diet. You can sprinkle it on salads, soups, or stews for an extra boost of flavor and health benefits. It pairs well with many savory dishes, especially those with a Mediterranean or Middle Eastern air. Another way to use celery seed is by making celery seed tea. Just crush 1 to 2 teaspoons of celery seeds and steep them in hot water for 5 to 10 minutes. This tea is simple to make and easy to incorporate into your daily routine. If you don't enjoy the taste of celery seed in food, you can also end celery seed supplements at health stores. These can be an effective alternative if you want to get the benefits of celery seed without changing your diet too much. Quick tip: because celery seed is a natural diuretic, it's important to drink plenty of water when you're using it regularly to stay hydrated. If you have kidney issues or are on diuretic medication, check with your doctor before adding celery seed to your routine. Managing high blood pressure doesn't have to mean relying solely on prescription medications. Nature offers a variety of herbs that can support your heart health and help lower blood pressure, often with fewer side effects. From garlic's ability to relax blood vessels to the antioxidant-rich hibiscus and the circulation-boosting ginger, these herbs can make a real difference in your daily life. Of course, herbs should be part of a broader approach to health, including regular exercise, a balanced diet, and stress management. It's also important to talk to your healthcare provider before making any significant changes, especially if you're on medication for high blood pressure. But adding these herbs into your routine can be a simple and natural way to support your heart and overall well-being. Remember, small changes can have a big impact, and the herbs we've covered today are just the beginning. Whether you start by adding basil to your salads or sipping on a calming cup of hibiscus tea, you're taking a step in the right direction. Thanks for watching, and I hope you found these tips helpful. Stay heart healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.